You're now tuned into an episode of Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. I'm your brother, Old God, as always, from Hip Hop News Uncensored. And sitting across to me is my co-host.
What up? What up? It's your man, Sam, and Viral Hip Hop News, episode 321. And what a motherfucking episode it is, man.
Yeah.
You see our brother to the right. You see our brother to the left. If you can't see him, you're about to hear him. Hocus 45th. Bronx is in the building.
Yeah.
Hocus 45th. What's good, brother?
What's good, bro? Traveled real far to come, sit down with you guys. What's the word?
Travel with grip, man. We got an intern reach out to your management, and they let us know, look, man, we could do a video interview. We could do this as far as hell, but then we finally got it worked out. Humbled to have you here, man, and appreciate you. We're talking a little bit before we got on camera, man, and just talking about your journey and little things like that. Tell the people real quick who you are, where you come from, what you do out here in the game. Just give them a little bit about yourself if they don't know.
My name is Hocus 45th. I'm an artist from the Bronx, but I like in my bio I got public figure because now I'm more than an artist. I come from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I was born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx, Castle Hill Projects. I grew up in street life, gang culture. In 2008, I had a big indictment where I was indicted on like conspiracy charges, and like the leader of the conspiracy was like 25 of us, and I did 4 years in Rikers and I wound up being acquitted. And ever since being home, I've been out here just doing my music, doing positive shit, going to talk to the kids, and just spreading that awareness of the gang culture and gang lifestyle. I mean, I still put it in my music because I once lived that life, but I even tell these kids when I go talk to them, like, yo, I don't live what I rap no more. Like, you could do it, but put it, just keep it in the music.
Word.
You know what I mean? But that's basically it right now.
I've seen one of your Instagram posts, and you were doing like a drive for a young kid who happened to be homeless, and you were getting clothes for him and things like that. And you were saying that you were once a child that was in foster care, and it automatically made me think of them two people up there to your top right. Those are our grandparents, two very awesome individuals who had our parents who were foster parents, and they carried them on. So we're very familiar with that and how important that is, having good family and things like that. Talk about your upbringing, if you don't mind, and growing up, and how that kind of molded you and who you are right now.
Well, my father was in the streets, you know what I mean? But he was in the streets, but he was also like working too. Like he was a smart man. He had people who worked for him, you know what I'm saying? But he was selling drugs. And my uncle, which is like his right hand man, he didn't have no brothers, so what we call him Uncle Dana. Like they was in the streets together, mm-hmm. And they called him Fish. You know what I mean? A lot of people from Harlem, if you know old school Harlem, you know who Fish is. You know what I mean? He didn't play. My mom's, I was born 1983. You know what I'm saying? My mom's early on, she caught on, started using drugs or whatever. And I went to foster care. Eventually, me and my brothers, I got 7 brothers, 3 sisters, a lot of us. Mm-hmm. But I ended up going to foster care, and we was only there a year. My mother and my father cleaned up, and they came back and got us. And that's when we moved to Castle Hill Projects. And Castle Hill Project was like, yo, when we moved there, they said that they picked that project because when they went to look, it looked like a nice, quiet project. But I tell you, Castle Hill in the early 90s, gunshots every day. Get down. I one of them old school, you see that shit in movies. Like, yo, get down, don't look out the window. Every day. You know what I mean? And my father wound up dying in 1996. I was 12 years old. He died in the house. We just woke up, he was just on the floor, must have had a heart attack or something like that. And after he died, like I said, I got 7 brothers, 3 sisters. I got a big family. And it's like 5 older us and 5 younger ones. So it's like us that was older, it's like we understood that, mom's got to take care. Like it's like it went without saying it. Like we just naturally just went to do our own thing and hit the streets, and them same shootings that I used to hear when I was a kid. I wound up being involved doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? In my neighborhood.
So you talk about the sex, money, murder, and pretty much being influenced to join that gang. So talk about, growing up, because I hear Castle Hill. I used to hear it from Pun. He used to always talk about it and where he grew up in the Bronx. So how were you influenced to, and why, to join the Set of the Bloods at a young age?
Well, it was like, how can I say it? All my friends turned blood before me, because like at first they was all like 5'9", Brandon 9 Trey, and I was just like, I ain't turning blood unless it's sex, money, murder, because that was my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It was just, to me, it was like, I watched these men, you know, I was already like kind of under them. Like, you know, salute to my big homie BMO, Free BMO, you know, that was like one of Pistol Pete right hand man's. Like, that's who I come up under. And I watched them, you know what I mean? I was like, you know, I was living that lifestyle and I respected them, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like it naturally happened, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like I wasn't influenced or tricked or anything like that by them. Like, you know, some people say, oh, the OGs. Nah, like I was already in the street. I was like I said, I was in the streets. I was like 13, 14 years old. So when it came to Sex, Money, Murder, these guys was guys that I already looked up to. Right. And when it came to my time to represent it, I was more than happy to be a part of it, you know, at that age. Like, you know what I mean?
And then you talk about, you know, one of your songs, you talk about like Letter to the Feds. Yeah. Then, you know, you talk about the hip hop police and then that whole thing about the feds kind of watching you because, you know, some of the things you were doing. Then you go on to beat the case. Can you kind of walk us through that and beating the case? How did that feel? Rarely people do that, beat the feds. That's like well, my case was it was a state case. My case didn't go to feds, but the Fed, it was like a joint venture. The feds with the state came and got us. You know what I mean? But the feds never picked it up. Okay. You know, when he came, they actually came and got me. The feds, when they locked me up, and they were just like, if we ever pick it up, you're done. Whatever. They never picked it up. Okay. I'm happy he didn't do it. Yeah. But like that feeling is indescribable. Like I could relive that moment, that day, every single day. I wish I can. Like, you know what I mean? Like that feeling is just, I don't know. I can't even describe it, bro. It felt so good, man. Because I was sitting on Rikers Island 4 years, bro, and I'm facing life in prison. And it's just like, you never know. Like, I didn't know when I was coming home. No bail. Yeah. I didn't even know when I was going to trials. Like, they got you there for years, bro. And it's just like, you know what I mean? I started losing my hair. I lost everything. I lost my girl. I lost my car. I'm losing time with my kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and it's just not just me. I had two of my other brothers was on trial with me. And I got 25 other co-defendants. You know, one of my brothers, that's one, he blew trial. And me and my brother Dollar, we beat it. You know, and we was the two, you know, alleged ringleaders of the whole indictment. And it's just like I said, bro, it's indescribable, bro. Yeah, I was I don't know if you're aware, but Yo Gotti and Jay-Z pretty much they got together and they're suing the Mississippi, you know, prison system because of some of the conditions in the prisons now. When I put the video up the other day, people was like, Rikers Island is just like that. How is Rikers Island? Is it like the conditions? Is it like for animals to be in? Like, is it that bad as they say it is, living in those conditions for 4 years? My first time going to Rikers Island, I was 17 years old. I've been to Rikers Island a few times. That wasn't my first time. Rikers Island is the biggest facility where they hold criminals in the world. Like, it's crazy. So it's like so many people going through there. I want to say it's like parchment because it's not prison, right? It's crazy that it's not prison, but they kind of treat it like a prison. I want to say it's as bad, but it goes down. It goes down on both ends. It goes down as far as the corruption with the correction officers. They be violating inmates, fucking them up, doing them dirty, and it goes down too with like niggas is getting cut, niggas getting stabbed. Like, you don't really hear about nobody dying on Rikers Island getting poked to death. But it did happen. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't happen before. Like, you know what I mean? Not just like beat to death and shit like that happens. But I don't think it's as bad as parchment. But it's bad. Like, I done been in a cell one time. I come home from court. I'm laying down. My whole fucking bucket, because they give you like blue buckets. My whole bucket got like mouse turds in it and all that. Like, it's like it's filthy. You know what I'm saying? It's not a clean place. You know, like parchment. That was part of what they were saying, right? Like, it wasn't clean. It was just. There been times that I didn't press the water and I done seen the fucking shitty water come out in my cell. There been times it was like that for me. Yeah.
We seen AR-Ab go through what he's going through right now. We seen you did a record with AR-Ab. Shout out to AR-Ab. We actually went up to the courtroom and sat in on a couple of those the hearings, and it was crazy. We looked at what the prosecution had versus what the defense had. We seen how the judge was acting. We seen how the jury was acting. It looked like a fixed game from the start. Talk about AR-Ab a little bit and just how you feel about what he's going through. Just give a little insight on how you may feel like he's feeling right now It's real fucked up. And now we see the Dark Low's going through right now. It was crazy because
man.
we were sitting there facts. We were sitting in line waiting to get back in, and the line was crazy. We knew we weren't going to get back in, and they pulled him out of line and talked to him there and said he wasn't allowed in the courtroom. And he said, but why? I just want to, you know what I mean? And right after that, he got hit. So it was crazy.
Man, yo, free AR, man. I think AR right now is just feeling like, damn, like I got railroaded. You know what I mean? Because like I said, y'all was there, and I heard y'all talk about it before. And it's like, people know, like, this system is set up for us to fail, man. It's not really designed for us to win. So when I won, it was like, oh, really? Like, everybody thought I was going, you know what I'm saying? So I just think, I mean, I don't know, I can't even describe how that man is feeling because he blew trial. And how much time is he actually facing?
I think up to 23 years or something like that.
20?
Something around that.
That's a lot of time to be away from your family, man. And,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit is just sad, man. You're free AR, man.
Old God and I talk about here on the podcast about the timing of it. It wasn't until he was cleaning up the city, cleaning up his act, doing things positive for the city and the community. That's when he got grabbed, not when he was supposedly doing all the wild shit.
That's when they come though, because when they grabbed us, I started a rap group called Bang Bang Boogie. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It was me, my son, Lord Tariq, Cuban Link, and my brother S1.
Okay.
We was being co-signed by 50 Cent, and you know he was promoting us on This Is 50. This is when This 50 was hot.
Yeah.
Like we had a whole bunch of labels looking at us. We made the Billboard magazine, right? August 29th Billboard magazine. A week later, we got indicted. So it's like it's always like that when you doing the right thing, trying to clean up your act. This is when they come. I feel like you most vulnerable that way. I don't know why, but it's just they don't want to see it. It ain't about let me tell you something. When they snatched us up, like anybody who know me could tell you, like I'm the one who I put like 5 different neighborhoods together, which otherwise we've been beefing with each other when we did Bang Bang Boogie. I brought niggas together like, look, this is not what we do. I'm in the middle of the projects with niggas that's shooting at each other, ready to kill each other. And I'm like, nah, let's dead that shit. So when we got locked up, they took away that. You know how much niggas started dying right after? They don't care about, you know what I mean? Like, they don't really care about us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit is not about cleaning up the community. It's really not. Yeah. It's about keeping the prisons filled.
Without a doubt.
All right, speaking on that, the whole Jay Prince situation. Now, how did you get involved with that and getting the chain back? Because you're obviously still active and very heavily involved with what's going on in your communities. So how did that come about? How did you actively get into the best of your, you know what I mean, to your commentary? How did you get involved with that?
Well, Jay Prince involved me. He tagged me. You know what I mean? So it was like, I guess he tagged the most notable Bronx rappers or entertainers, you know what I mean? And at first I didn't like, you know what I mean, the post, but I didn't like the fact that I was mentioning it because, you know, and the damn street nigga, it was a robbery that was done. I ain't have nothing to do with it. So I said something about it and it was still gave him his respect when I said whatever I said. But I just guess like a lot of people just did, the whole Houston didn't agree. It was like, hey, like you ain't supposed to say nothing to Jay Prince. Jay Prince is God to them. Right. You know what I mean? Much respect, shout out to Jay Prince. But so when he did that, you know, and then like I posted something and then he responded, he posted something again. And I just had a lot of people like calling me, you know, I don't want to say no names, like certain rappers and all that, you know, people just asking me like, yo, you think you get the chain back? I don't think like that shit is whack. Like at the end of the day, this shit ain't worth it. This is looking like it's gonna be an East Coast, West Coast war. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in Atlanta, bro. I live in Atlanta, bro. I don't live in New York. You know what I'm saying? I was home. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. I see what I could do. You know what I'm saying? And you know, got the chain back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but let me say this though. The chain would have never came back if the dudes didn't want to give it back. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they was just like, the young dudes was just like, yo, listen, we only giving it to Hocus. You know what I'm saying? They made a phone call to my man AWOL. Shout out to my man AWOL because I didn't know these young dudes. And they were just like, yo, we know Hocus is your man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we fuck with Hocus. And we feel like, you know, we can trust him because he's a street nigga. Not to say that whoever else he tagged, Jay Prince tagged, wasn't a street nigga. I guess I'm just the closest to the street at that time. You know what I mean? And that's their exact words. They was like, you know, because if Hope don't come get it, we gonna throw this shit in the Bronx River. And I'm just like, nah. We not doing that. Like at the end of the day, why throw more, you know what I mean, fuel on the fire? Right. So I actually flew up to New York, got the chain back, and I was gonna the initial plan was for me and my bro KT, shout out to KT. We was gonna go to Houston. We was just like, yo, yeah, we're gonna go to Houston but then Jay Prince put up that other post and we was like, I don't think it's a good idea to go to Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And that's where French came in, because KT and French, that's KT my bro, KT from Soundview, and KT is also French, bro. And French was just like, nah, I know Jay Prince, I fuck with him. Y'all niggas come out here to my house, and we flew Calabasas, met Jay Prince there, and we sat down like men, and whatever was spoken there stays there. But shout out to Jay Prince. Like right now,
that's dope.
You know what I mean? Like I fuck with him. I fuck with Jay Prince Jr. Mob ties. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So outside of that, we seen some wild shit. We all seen some wild shit, and it kind of makes me go along the question of this social media and the rise of social media and how we grew up. Because I was born in '83 too, so we the same exact age. Mm-hmm. How we grew up in a day and age where I got my first tattoo and my grandfather was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, so just certain things weren't talked about or mentioned. You just didn't bring up certain things. And now everything is mentioned and everybody's a celebrity. We find ourselves kind of caught up in this bucket of being the YouTuber. We're trying to get out of that because we know how certain motherfuckers act. How do you manage to get through the bullshit of YouTube and the characters and the cast that is on there and in social media in 2020?
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like I don't know how long y'all been following me or watching me, but for the people that I'm like a ticking time bomb, man. Like, it's hard, bro. Like, shout out to my cousin Carvina, my manager. She's over here, but like she, like if I definitely about to go off, I think about her because I know she gonna call me.
Word.
But it's hard, bro. It's like, yo, these dudes are clowns, and it's not what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. And I'm very boisterous. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say it. And I don't bite my tongue. Obviously, like I don't care who you are. If I feel like I'm nobody else gotta be justified. If I feel I'm justified, I'm gonna say that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know, nah, this ain't right. This is wrong, or this is how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. And it's just like it's difficult, bro. Like this YouTube shit and this social media shit is different. Now I'm learning that it's like, to me, it's all a game. Like these dudes is playing the game. It's a dangerous game, but these dudes be playing the game, saying niggas' names. I don't want to give certain niggas no clout right now.
No, we won't.
But it's just like. But then at the same time, it's like somebody like smack you in your face in front of the whole world, and then want to behind the scenes be like, nah, I didn't really like that though. You know what I mean? I ain't my nigga. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna slap me in my face. I'm gonna slap your ass back. I'll probably do you even worse. Yeah. And then maybe we could talk about that in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just ridiculous, bro. It's a circus, bro.
It's a fucking circus, and it's like I don't even know how to go about it because it's so different. What do you think? I'm trying to tell you to get into a mind of a sucker, and I don't even know how to fucking do that. But it's like, how do you even kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Justify that shit. Is it like, all right, is this really the soul they selling for fame? Is this really where they go potentially getting touched or worse? You know what I mean? For what? Some views, for this, for that? Like, and that's the thing. And I think that's why we appreciate you, because you actually took the trip down here. We've been finding difficulty with people coming down here and breaking bread with us because we're on YouTube. It's a little bit of an enigma. We don't put ourselves out there like that, where we're put in the basket where a lot of motherfuckers do. So, how do you justify that? What do you think it is? Is it the fame? Is it day and age? Are they sick? What the fuck is going on?
I think it's the fame. I think it's like, I guess, the price to sell your soul got cheaper.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess people used to get way more to sell you, but like, it's like, yo, it's crazy, bro. I don't even know what to say. Like you said, I can't put myself in the mind of a sucker and try to justify this shit. All I can say is I just think niggas is out here selling their soul for whatever price it is. Like if it's fucking, I done seen a nigga put up on the Instagram the other day that he won't get an address to Pop Smoke. Didn't you see that?
No.
Yeah, it was a young dude. I don't know where he's from, LA or whatever. He's like he put a picture of himself up and he's in the caption like, yeah, I'm the one who dropped the address on Pop Smoke. Yeah, because of this and that. Whatever reason. I'm like, this is like clout chasing at its finest. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that shit?
Like, why would you? First of all, I don't even think he did it.
Word.
Right.
But
that's
the sick part.
But he's did. You did.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the price to sell you and it got cheap. It's like, for what? You want to follow him? You want people to follow you on Instagram? You want to put a target on your head?
That's all you're doing.
Yeah, for what?
It's crazy, man.
There's no guidance. There's no guidance out here, man, in this world. Like, and you know what? And the people that can give the right guidance, nobody cares for because they not the lit ones. They not the ones with the following. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna listen to the dude who got more subscribers or more of a following or even more money. They're not gonna listen to the dude who's really trying to help them out in the long run.
And I was gonna ask you, my fault. Who do we blame that on? Because now we're the OGs, you know what I mean? And we're the ones to look up to. But we're in the day and age where these motherfuckers is all on their phones. And it's like, I don't want to say they too far going because I still got faith in a lot of the youth. But I mean, we got some great youth with us. But it's like, how do we reach them now? Is it our fault? Is it, who do you, I don't want to say put blame on, but who do you blame on this?
I mean, you gotta blame the people who's in position who can help people like me and you spread our word. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't even blame no. We just gotta do our work, bro. We gotta do our God's work and do whatever we gotta do. And you know, whoever our message resonate with, let it resonate with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to put the blame on nobody, but a nigga like listen, I'm not no hater. Like I can have my opinion, and my opinion is my opinion.
Word.
But a nigga like academics shouldn't have no power at all in hip hop.
Why does he though? Because he does. That motherfucker's one of the powerful motherfuckers in hip hop. You can't deny.
He shouldn't. He's a sucker. And it's like, bro, you got your career off initiating beefs, real action drama.
Fact.
Bro, like you out here like dudes really. This is real life situation. Like you out here promoting 6ix9ine or happy 6ix9ine might be home. But dudes really out here losing their life. What about the niggas he's telling them like, their life ain't worth nothing? Because the federal government says so. So my life wasn't worth nothing when they locked me up, you know, until I beat it, I guess, until they said I wasn't guilty. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel like, yo, bro, like he look what he's pushing. Dudes like him. That's why I said him, like, yo, he shouldn't have no power in this game at all. I don't like whatever he's doing as far as like, you know, if he was doing YouTube still, whatever. He gained his following how he follow. How you get it.
Right.
But he shouldn't have no say so in hip hop. To me. My personal opinion.
Why does he have so many rappers and entertainers following him and feeding that shit though? Because I mean, we could say that, and I agree with you, but I'm not going. I can't hate on the dude. We sit almost in the same field, and the motherfuckers follow him. They watch him. So who like?
Because it's a circus, bro. It's a circus, and people follow the circus. They like to see clown shit. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, he's getting paid to entertain. You know what I'm saying? Like so. It's like that's why he got the, you know, and it's crazy because you gotta think about it. Like, remember when World Star This Is 50 on like first started coming out?
Hell yeah!
And remember when like the haters in the comments used to be like, I used to read them shits back then. Like, look at all these motherfuckers. Like, they kind of there was a nigga like academics. They kind of controlling the flow and shit. Like, cause they're following niggas like that. So if you got a million clown niggas following you, you think a clown who got a million followers gonna think he lit. Because he got, you know what I'm saying? And then you have these fucking companies who pay, he got a following, and let's throw him on TV, let's throw him in Complex, he has a following, let's do this. It's all sucker shit though. I mean, I ain't no better nigga, I don't care, like I'm good, I'm straight, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, but when dudes like me voice my opinion like this, it's like they say, oh, that nigga mad. That nigga a mad rapper that his career into all this. Bro, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. My kids eating, I'm good. You know what I mean? I own a house, bro. Like, you can't tell me nothing, bro. Like, I beat the system, nigga, and got paid for it. 6 figures. What y'all gonna tell me? I did it the way it's supposed to be done, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Without taking the sucker out. Y'all just mad that y'all can't, there's no chinks in my armor.
Word.
You know what I mean? So when a dude get on YouTube and be like, look at him dancing, look at him. Bro, there's no chinks in my armor, bro.
Word.
I seen that, and I was like, I couldn't believe that the dude actually like called you out. But I know because we actually interviewed dude, and he's a sucker, straight up and down.
I never seen y'all interview with him.
We did like last year, right?
It's on the Uncensored Truth. If not, we'll send it to you. Yeah, if you care. It's on.
Yeah, man. It's just like, yo, I try my hardest, like, to not get to do no clout, no light, but like, bro, stop mentioning my name, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like. It's just like you using me for clickbait. You use a lot of niggas for clickbait. Yeah. And it's just like you attack a certain demographic who who are you working for? Who sent you? You always talking about who sent you. Who sent you?
Divisive is a motherfucker, man.
Bro, who sent you? You keep saying sex, money, murder, sex, money, murder. You know this is a notorious gang and what they known for, bro. And then you throw shots. Oh, vegan, yo, this nigga doing this. I'm the only nigga doing that, bro. Like, why are you trying to antagonize me? But then want to promote my shit. You know what I mean? It's like, what's wrong with you mentally?
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, there's something wrong
like
with
someone got a problem.
Yeah.
Like, so that's real sucker shit, bro. And then just like, I don't know, man. It's never one circus. Like people like they got a couple 100,000 subscribers because people want to see the circus.
They want to see it, yeah.
It's clown shit, bro. You sit there and you watch the videos, you like, you ain't really saying that. Who sent you, nigga? You ain't the motherfucking Messiah.
Right.
This nigga up there like, I'm trying to teach these kids.
Drunk as hell, yeah.
You drunk as hell. Talking about I'm trying to teach these kids.
Shit.
Sitting there sipping your alcohol.
Drunk as a motherfucker.
Drunk as a motherfucker. Sitting there like.
The sad part, my bad, what he don't realize is half the motherfuckers that's watching are waiting for him to fly off that bike and go ahead and fall head first. They waiting for the fall. And he don't understand that shit. It's sad. You can't talk this murder one shit, right? Oh, locked up 3 murders. I've been doing this. And then turn around and talk about, because I put a post on Instagram, I green light, I sent niggas to kill you. Bro, what are you doing?
The dude went to the police station. You ever see that?
Yeah.
He went to the police station.
I seen that, bro. Yeah. But it's like, what you trying to do to me, though? Right. Like, you really trying, like, you know, everybody know I be the case. You know that. Like, you know, feds and all, they still mad. You know bro. Yo, free my bro Dio on CB, right? They went to trial in 2017 on a sex, money, murder conspiracy case, right? And in that case, they had a big blackboard. And then the black, look, I'm in the audience like this. On the blackboard, they had me, my brother, and my man CB and my other man, you know what I mean, KT, on top of the blackboard, right? As Castle Hill and Soundview. And they had us as the kingpins, right? But I'm not on trial. Right. Like, you know, this is a federal court. This is real shit. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there like, why am I, you know what I mean? I've been like, so I'm going through shit like that. And I got a clown talking about, I put a hit out on them. You know what I'm saying? So if anything happens, it make you wonder, tell the world, if anything happened to me, y'all know who did it. Right. Bro, sucker shit. But you sitting out here antagonizing everybody, antagonizing the whole gang. No, it's a million people in this game, but I sent them though, right? Then he cry wolf when somebody come at him and say something bad. Bro, it's just like, a clown. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know, man. We've been watching clown shit, man. Even with snitches, and we talked about 6ix9ine, and we're done really talking about it. We said until it's anything reasonable to talk about, we ain't talking about the nigga no more. See what happened with AR-AB. I seen you speak about it a little bit on the culture. Now, when we talk about it, we'll have people in our comments saying we're not allowed to talk about it because we're not from the street. I don't claim the street. I ain't from the street. I'm from the motherfucking woods. I do my thing. I chill. We talk about what? 6ix9ine? Troy Ave? Snitch culture in general. But the Troy, I heard you talking about Troy Ave in particular. You had some strong words about that. Times, bro. Yeah, ain't nobody tell me nothing about rap, man. Like, they the worst type of people, bro. They lie, they way out. Like, I don't care. Like, yo, people really think that these rats be telling the truth all the time. Like, maybe sometimes they do, but they gonna say anything to get out of the situation. Like the rat in my case, Paulie, the nigga really lied, bro. He made up a whole. Let me tell you how fucked up the system is, right? He had an issue with a kid because the kid tried to holler at his girl, right? So he went and got a gun and he tried to shoot the kid. He missed him. He shot another kid in the leg. So he gets locked up for that. He started working in. We don't know this though, right? So they let him out. He's working though. They let him out. He goes on another block somewhere. He cut an old lady and robbed her. They let him out again. They did a second, like, this is the type of nigga that, you know what I'm saying? So when they had him in there for the first time, they had him write a whole statement. He went to the grand jury, matter of fact, and he just made up a whole story, bro. Like, it was like, he gave them an organization. Like, he do this, he does this, he does this, he does, and it's all out. We all just boys, we hang, whatever. Whatever. If we hustle, we ain't even hustling together. You gotta be niggas on the block. You might have your work, I might have mine, whatever. You gonna make sales, like what? He gave them an organization, straight up fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? So when the niggas tell me about these rats and like, that's why I despise niggas like 6ix9ine, and you know what I mean, and niggas who fucking rap, bro. Like, I know the type of people they are, man. They don't care about nobody, nothing. This kid, his uncles is my right hand man's. Like, I'm talking about, we lived on the same floor, bro. Like, grew up in their house. I go open their door, they come in my house. You didn't care about none of that.
Right.
What you cared about was yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You shot that nigga. Nobody told you to do that.
Right.
That wasn't a part of the game. Like, yo, go put in that work. Oh, he wasn't even a part of a game, though. He wasn't even Sex Money. You fucking cut that old lady and robbed her. Nobody had nothing to do with that. 6ix9ine, you went out there and said, put 10 packs on Chief Keef's head.
Yeah.
Go, I want this nigga to. You did that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Is he gonna have a career when he gets out?
Of course he is.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be the biggest. He's gonna be the biggest celebrity in the world when he comes out.
I said it.
Based off of what? Yeah, and you know what? And you said it, and I had to agree with you, but I'm asking based off of what now? Is he gonna come back off the same persona? How the fuck can he do that?
Nah, he's not gonna come back on the same persona. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back on his. He's gonna still talk shit because that's him. And it's even worse now because he got the FBI backing him. Like he don't give a fuck. He did it, and he don't give a fuck.
No,
like that kid, you could tell. I seen the little nigga Paulie who told me. I seen him from the gate. I said that's Paulie right there. Paulie was the same nigga. I don't give a fuck. He, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't care. Obviously, a nigga who will cut an old lady don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I seen that in 6ix9ine from the gate. The little nigga was inviting fucking grown men to his penis, bro, like gangsters. He telling the whole West Coast suck my thing. Like, yo, bro, you playing a dangerous game. You telling the whole Houston, Jay Princeton, niggas don't play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, he's gonna come home and certain dudes is gonna embrace him. He's gonna get a big deal. He's gonna get a movie deal. He's gonna be lit, bro. He's gonna be rich the day he walk out of prison. And I'm just saying that because I know this is a sucker world and a sucker game. You know what I'm saying? Then he got faggots like fucking academics.
He's the focus. Nah, he's the machine. Yeah, the whole thing keeping it going, and that's what I don't like. Independent and late artists need media. Media need artists. The shit goes hand in hand. And if you got somebody promoting and publicizing and pushing your shit, and you got people going, it's gone.
You see, just the plaques. Look at these plaques, like
yo,
bro, like yo, sucker, man. Yo, man, it's crazy, bro. I mean, we come from different lifestyles, so I what can I expect?
Where's rap at today? Where's rap at to today? What's up with the new music, the new hip hop? How do you feel about that?
Damn, I ain't gonna front, bro. Like 90s was the golden era. I'm on, you know what I'm saying, bro? I just like right now for me, it's selective. Like I go listen to artists that I like the music that's forced on us. I don't listen to that. You know what I'm saying? I go pick and choose. Or like I listen to a lot of underground artists and people that I know or that I really like though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that the world probably ain't even hear that. Probably didn't even get 500 streams. You know what I'm saying? I do that. Like I'm not gonna hate on the way the coach is going for as musically wise, but it's just not my cup of tea when it comes to listening to music.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it is not. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that's forced on us is not. Word. But there's still some dope artists out there that's in the mainstream. I love A Boogie though. That's one of my favorite artists. I think A Boogie is a real artist.
And he from New York?
He's from the Bronx.
From the Bronx. Word.
Yeah, I think he's a real artist. I like him a lot.
Yeah, my son rocks with him. Definitely do. What was I going to ask you? Vegan. Let's talk about being a vegan, man. When did you become vegan? So
when I was in jail, facing all that time, I was like 230 pounds, bro.
Damn.
Like I was big, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, when I got in there, bro, I just had this mind frame. It's like this thought in my head, like, yo, you gotta change. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to live. Like I used to live that life where I could die any day. I just thought, like, nah, I want to live. You know what I'm saying? And I would listen to this program, and it was this guy named Mike Anderson. He wrote this book called The Rave Diet and Lifestyle. But he was basically talking about how, you know, like how we stay obese and the reasons why we all sick and die of cancer and all that. He was talking about the food. So I ordered the book. I read that book in one day. That day I said, I'm not eating meat anymore. So that was in 2009. Now, me being on the island 4 years, I was like on and off with the fish because sometime in commissary, they wouldn't have the rice, the beans, the shit that, you know what I mean? But it's in 2009, I haven't eaten any meat, any chicken.
You started in jail. You started, wow. So
when I came home, 2012, after I beat my case, the first thing I ordered was a pizza because I didn't have that. I wasn't thinking going to get vegan. I'm not as knowledgeable I am now. To get vegan pizza. After that, in 2013, I just said I'm not eating. I'm full-fledged. That was the plan anyway. When I come home, I'm going to be vegan. You know what I'm saying? So I've been vegan, full-fledged vegan 7 years.
Are your kids vegan?
Well, my two youngest is vegan. And my two oldest is not. But they like the vegan food. They're adopting it more. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, when I went in, I wasn't vegan.
Word.
You know, my first baby mom, she's not vegan. My second one is.
Word. Yeah. So I got an 11-year-old, a 4-year-old. My son was vegetarian. for a little while, and I found the motherfucker just had some red lobster last week. He went and grabbed some lobster. I was like, damn, my daughter's 4, she eat it all, man. But I kind of transitioned to it in my 30s. So like you, my kids started eating meat. They got used to it, but they lead by example. And I try to tell people, you don't force it on people because it's the new wave, and you got all this bullshit that's being considered vegan, and people don't know the proper knowledge on how to eat right and consciously eating. Vegan doesn't tell you what you eat, it just says what you don't. And you see a lot of nonsense out here. So just talk to the people and school them on just the different levels of vegan and just the importance of not just becoming vegan, but eating the right things and not just going out and grabbing an incredible or Impossible Burger from Whopper because they call it vegan.
Well, let me tell you, man, Impossible Burger and Beyond Burgers, I stay away from them shit.
Facts.
That shit is Franken food, man. Frankenstein food. Which is made in a laboratory. And another big reason why I stay away from it is because it's backed by Bill Gates. Anything he touch, I don't want to touch. That's Mr. Depopulation right there, and that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. But you know, for me, it was just like the simplest thing. I like to simplify everything. You know what I mean? It's like, why not put the foods with the most nutrition in your body? Not sometimes, but all the times. That's the way I thought, and I'm like, what's the most nutrients dense food? It's plant food. Do we need to eat meat to survive? No, we don't. We can survive and maybe even longer, and be stronger, like, you know what I'm saying, live a healthier life on plant food. So it's just that simple for me. And people say it's more expensive. It's really not.
It's really not.
It is when you buying all that Franken
all that
food.
Bullshit. Yeah.
When you go and buy all that processed shit,
right?
It gets expensive. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you learn how to make your food yourself and prep your own stuff, which is really easy.
Yep.
Season it the same way you're already seasoning your chicken.
Damn right. Yep.
It's really easy. It's like you know. It's easy, you know what I mean? So I just think, like, for me, it was life changing, and I don't think I would ever go back. I see certain vegans. Shout out to my man Jesse. He went back after 8 years. I'm like, damn, why he do that? You know what I mean? His name was Vegan Takeover on Instagram, and he changed it to We Are the Revolution. And you know, he has a different, you know, he said it was affecting his kids in a way, like his kids' teeth was rotting and stuff like that. Like, that didn't happen. My daughter's 4 years old. You know what I mean? She was born vegan. That didn't happen to her.
Word.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, that's his choice. You know
what was saying, from the fruit and the sugar and the.
You know, he was vegan 8 years, and he's a person he's like real knowledgeable. Like, I learned a lot from him.
Word.
He's the reason why I drink distilled water. Like, I learned a lot from him. But when he went back, it was just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? He was just saying from being vegan. He said he thinks that that's not the diet that, you know, we should be eating, but anymore. Like, after 8 years, it didn't work for him. You know what I mean? I've been 7 years and it worked, and I don't see myself quitting next year.
Word.
You know what I mean? So I love being vegan, man.
No doubt. I want to talk about your music real quick. You got anything coming up with music? We definitely did some research and listened to a few of your songs.
Hell yeah.
Let the people know if you got any projects you're working on.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Hell yeah. I got a documentary that I just finished. Well, I've been finished it. That's gonna be coming out. I don't want to say, you know, like names on whatever, what networks, but that's gonna be on television. So I'm just working that out right now. I got I don't want to call it a soundtrack to documentary, but it's like a soundtrack to the documentary because I'm rapping about my life, this whole process. So the name of the documentary is The King of the Castle, and that's also the name of the album I'm dropping with it. That's gonna come out before the documentary though. So that should be out like in another 2-3 weeks.
Dope.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. What I'm working on right now. I got other artists. Shout out to Dwayne, OTH Dwayne. Shout out to Kaya. Shout out to fucking Bills Raw. Whole bunch of artists I'm working with right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really trying to step into that field of like using my platform to help them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
To help the young dudes, the young artists in my neighborhood and abroad. Like, I work with artists all over. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? I am getting older and I have a lot of knowledge that I can share with them, and you know what I mean. So like, I might be stepping into the manager position. You know?
That's what's up.
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
That's what it's all about. We got Hocus 45th in the building. Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast, episode 321. Appreciating this interview, man. We'll take this time right now, man. I see Bronx and Nothing. I don't know if you run that company. BX and Nothing, man. Do your plugs, do your shout outs, man. Whatever you want the people to know, wherever they can follow you at. Do that right now, family.
Shout out to BX and Nothing. Now, this ain't my brand. This is the bro brand.
Okay, word.
I rep my borough. You know what I'm saying? This is fire right here.
Hell yeah.
For me. Yo, just shout out the whole Castle Hill Soundview, man. Follow me, Hocus 45th on Instagram. Hocus 45th. Google me. You'll see everything. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
What's up?
Anything you got going on with the in the community and with the youth or anything? I see you had a lot of clothing drives. You were grabbing clothes and sneakers for a young individual that was homeless. What you got going on in your city, man, that people can contribute to right now?
Yo, people hit me up all the time, especially after that. It was just like that was like overwhelming. That was just like I didn't expect to get as much stuff as I did for him. I was just like, somebody hit me up like, yo, he needs some help. I sent out the roll call and the reaction was crazy. Even now, like, you know, CM Garnes, which is a retired NFL player, played NFL for 16 years. He's sponsoring that kid now off the strength of my post.
Beautiful.
So some people was telling me, oh, you shouldn't post that. You should have just helped them. You should have just kept like, wait. I would have never been able to help him without posting.
And you didn't exploit the kid.
Yeah, I didn't
exactly.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
you know what I mean? I would. You see how much stuff I got for him? Like, I wouldn't be able to get that. Like, you know what I mean? Without posting. So it's like I got more people hollering at me and want me to get into that field of work, and I am going to do it. You know what I mean? I can't say I got anything coming up right now that I could promote, but I see myself doing more of that type of work.
I just wanted to tell you that's an inspiration, family, from seeing it from South Jersey, looking at what you're doing for the youth. It's an inspiring thing to sit back and go, all right, as a man, how can we do that? How can we help? We donate to little local football teams and try to do what we can. We got the interns in here, but to see you active, forward, helping children like that, man, it's an inspiration. So shout out to you, brother. Salute.
No doubt.
Definitely. Well, that's all, man. Today, man, we appreciate you coming down all the way from New York.
Hell yeah.
It was a long ride, but we definitely appreciate it.
Right about you. I get to go to Atlantic City right now.
Hell yeah. Go enjoy yourself. Go win some money, man. We appreciate you. Hocus 45th in the building. You guys can check that out on Viral Hip Hop News Uncensored, the Uncensored Podcast, LLC. And of course, listen to the raw, uncut version on the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. Podcast channel on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and all major online networks. It's the same man, Viral Hip Hop News. Oh God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Our host, Hocus 45th. Oh shit, in the building. We got a Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast over now.
Peace.
Yeah.